Hi, I'm Mary Felling, physical therapist. And if you're someone who's challenged with low back pain that continues to get worse as the day goes on, this video is for you. All you're going to need is an exercise strap, or you could use a belt from an old robe or something similar to that. So we're going to go with the hamstrings first. You're going to lie on your back. And you're going to take your strap or your robe, whatever you're going to use, your strap or the belt from your robe, go in the middle of the foot. So I'm not up here at my ball of the foot, it's just in the middle. I always cross it, it gives you a little more security. Your knee is going to be straight and then just unlock the little. It's better, it's not harming the joint that way, but you'll still get a nice hamstring stretch. And then in this position, we're going to start that clock and we're doing a 30-second stretch. I already feel a good stretch back here. So if I were to try, and the goal is to get your leg up as high as possible, but for that, it is so tender and painful, I don't think I could stay here 30 seconds. So I come back, right there is my sweet spot. I feel it, and I know I can stay here for 30 seconds. We're working on the hamstring because it gets so tight and it influences the low back. So end of 30, you're going to take a short break. Nice deep breath. One more. And we're going to go right back up. 30 seconds. See if you can. We've got the clock started. We'd see if you can bring it back a little more. Hold this next 30 seconds. The hamstrings become so tight in our day just from this muscle being overused in prolonged standing and sitting situations, but it influences the low back. The tighter this is, it creates tension up across the buttock and into the low back. So when you take good care of your hamstrings, you're going to get some relief in the low back. All right, very good. Let's go to the other foot leg. And same thing, go around the middle of the foot, cross the band, just gets a little more security there. Get your leg all the way straight and then just unlock it a tad. We've got the clock started. And we're going to do 30 seconds twice on the other leg. Most people feel that they are tighter on one leg than the other. And that's true. We have a dominant leg, just like we have one hand that's dominant more than the other hand or arm. It's the same with the leg. So it gets used more and therefore it gets tightened over our lifetime more. Very good. Take a break. All right, coming back up. So what we're doing, we want to take the tension out of the important muscles around the low back that create tension into the low back. Hamstrings is one of the major players. When you take tension out of the hamstring, you're going to help relieve low back pain. And by the way, this is wonderful to do in the morning. These 3 techniques you're going to learn today. It's great to do in the morning and then again in the evening. In the morning, it helps your body remember we're going to be doing some activity today. Let's get nice and loose, get the blood flowing. Okay, and relax. I think that was the second one. So we're going to go on to a long muscle on the side of the hip. This is called the IT band, iliotibial band, because it runs from the ilia to the tibia down here in the front of the shin. And same thing, you're still going to be using your exercise strap. I'm going to cross it again. And this time, you're going to take the strap and draw the leg across your body until you feel a nice pull through here. For some people, you'll have your leg lower in order to be able to feel a stretch here. Some people will have to be way up high to feel a stretch. Most people though, or most of us, unless you're a gymnast or a big-time athlete who stretches a lot, we're down further like this. And you bring your leg across, you should feel a nice pull anywhere from the outside of your knee up into your hip, and our clock has started, those 30 seconds. Same thing like the muscle of the hamstring that influences the back when it's tense. These IT bands in our society get very tense from prolonged standing. We really rely on this. Prolonged sitting that becomes very tight. And so it creates tension up into the pelvis. And when you create tension in pelvis, it immediately creates tension through the low back. So we're helping the low back by working here. All right, take a break. Second breath, and we're right back up. Bring it across your body. And the clock has started. You might even feel clicks and pops in your low back while you're doing this. That's great. It's mobilizing. So even though our low backs get stiff and painful, many, many times I've found with all my patients and myself that the problem is down here in the legs, some of the hip muscles, they tend to be more problematic. And as we take care of those, suddenly the low back is feeling better. So these are great to do in the morning and at night. All right, very good. We're going to go to the other leg. Same thing. Around the middle of the foot, we're going to go really low. If you're not feeling this, start bringing it up higher until you can feel the outside of your thigh or even all the way up to the outside of your hip. Here we go. And we've got the clock started. Some of you might find that you're even kind of rotated over like this a little to really help get the pull up here. That's great. You won't hurt yourself. This is one of those times it's okay to let the hip roll and move with you. Sometimes we don't want that to happen because we're trying to isolate a muscle group, but this is one of those times it's okay. And for me, I really feel it through here right now. That's where I hold my attention from the activities I do in my day. All right, we're going to take a short break. I'm just doing 2 30-second holds with you guys. Come back up. We're going to come over and relax and start that clock. I'm only doing 2 30-second holds, but feel free to do 2 60-second holds, maybe 2 or 4 30-second holds. The only thing you'll do is get more elasticity, more relaxation with it. In the morning and evening is great if you're able to do it, if you've got that time. I know it's not always possible with little kiddos and some of our other life requirements. All right, next one we're going to do, the last one, is for the quads. It's too big influencer for the low back pain. So you're going to be here in this position, feet about hip width apart, and just let one knee flop out to the side. Thread the foot of that knee back underneath the other leg until you feel a nice pull in the front of your thigh. If you want to feel more of a pull, bring your foot towards your rear end. And we've got the clock started. We're just relaxing. Really soften, feel the elongation through the front kind of side of your thigh. Soften your breathing. Let that elongate. Soften further. Take a short break. And here we go. Bring it back under till you feel a nice pull. Got the clock started. And I was able to push a little bit further this time. We're working on the muscles. Getting those muscles elongating, making them remember they're supposed to be flexible and light. They're not supposed to be tense and pulling through into other areas of the body and starting creating tension there. So we want to take out tension that's been there from yesterday, the day before, the week before, and start getting to where we were like a year before. Start taking out the history of that. All right, so going over to the other leg. Again, let it butterfly out to the side. Thread that foot underneath the bent leg until you feel a nice pull in the front of your thigh. If you want to increase it, bring your heel up towards your rear end. Relax, breathe gently. We've got the clock going. Feel that nice pull. For some of you, this might be too tight. You might find that your foot has to be way down here or pulled forward because that's enough for you. You're so tight, you can't even go further. That's right. Start where you can. And I tell you, you do this every day. Do all of these every day for 14 days. You'll feel the difference. And after that, just back it off to maybe once or twice a week. All right. We'll take that last break. Okay. Thread through again. See if you can't get a little further threaded through, or maybe a little closer to your fanny. Soften, relax, completely soften. This is what allows the body and those muscles to elongate. If you're thinking tense thoughts, it's going to wind up in your system. So soften, put on some beautiful music, relax. Stay here for 5 minutes if you want, but minimum 30 seconds. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to see you in the next video.